Animals of Africa. Cheetah, chimpanzee, elephant, gazelle, giraffe, hippopotamus, hyena, lion, monkey, rhinoceros, wildebeest, zebra,
Animals of Asia. Elephant, camel, tiger, giant panda, red panda, monkey, guam bird, leopard, crane, peacock, orangutan, Komodo dragon, giant salamander.
Animals of Australia. Ant, emu, shark, snake, kangaroo, dingo, wombat, bilby, koala, thorny devil, kingfisher, crocodile, kookaburra, platypus,
Crab Caper, written by Deborah Neischler, illustrated by Jolene Blessing. Abalone avalanche. Octopus operator. Porpoise pillager. Dolphinfish detective. Manatee masterpiece. Barracuda binoculars. Albatross acrobats. Parrotfish parade. Anemone architecture. Barnacle bicycle. Crustacean catapult. The end.
Down on the farm. Hen, rooster, chick, donkey, mule, horse, cow, sheep, Lamb. Llama. Goat. Turkey. Pig. Duck. Rabbit.
Guess who? Animals. Guess who? Butterfly. Guess who? Cheetah. Guess who? Elephant. Guess who? Giraffe. Guess who? Goldfish. Guess who? Cow. Guess who? Peacock. Guess who? Snake. Guess who? Tiger. Guess who? Zebra.
The Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly, illustrated by Mark Magnaye, performed by Melissa Trachtenberg. There was an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a spider that wriggled and wiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a bird. How absurd to swallow a bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a cat. Fancy that, to swallow a cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a dog. What a hog to swallow a dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a cow. I don't know how she swallowed a cow. She swallowed the cow to catch the dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a horse. She's dead, of course.
Cat Driver, written by Deborah Neisler, illustrated by Denver Wagner. Cat driver, where are you going? Cat driver, careful, it's snowing. Cat driver, isn't that steep? Cat driver, hit the horn, beep. Cat driver, when will you learn? Cat driver, make a U-turn. Cat driver, who will you carry? Cat driver, there's your friend Harry. cat driver, when will you stop? Cat driver, please mind the cop. Cat driver, can you slow down? Cat driver, you're heading downtown. Cat driver, where will you park? Cat driver, turn your lights on, it's dark. Cat driver, is this the east side? Cat driver, thanks for the ride.
Goat Boat, written by Joanna Robinson, illustrated by Alexandra Artigas. Ape, cape. Snake, cake. Clean, bean. Bee, tea. Fly, pie. Night, fight. Goat, boat. Bone, phone. Blue, glue. Fruit, suit.
Peanut Butter and Jelly, written by Unknown, illustrated by Philip Oliveira. First you take the peanuts and you crunch 'em, you crunch 'em. First you take the peanuts and you crunch 'em, you crunch 'em. For your peanut, peanut butter and jelly. Peanut, peanut butter and jelly. Then you take the grapes and you squish 'em, you squish 'em. Then you take the grapes and you squish 'em, you squish 'em. For your peanut, peanut butter and jelly. Peanut, peanut butter and jelly. Then you take the bread and you spread it, you spread it. Then you take the bread and you spread it, you spread it. For your peanut, peanut butter and jelly. Peanut, peanut butter and jelly. Then you take your sandwich and you eat it, you eat it. Then you take your sandwich and you eat it, you eat it. 'Cause it's good peanut butter and jelly. Good peanut butter and jelly.
Sharing. Written by Christine Sawinski. Illustrated by Kayla Skog. Ooh, a present. It must be for me. Wow! Look! A surprise for me! It is mine. No! It is mine! I want it. No! I want it. I will not be your friend. I will not be your friend. You can have it. I do not want it anyway. I play with my ball. I bounce my ball. Is it my ball? It is our ball. We are sharing. We are friends.
The Cat on the Mat, written by Olivia Gray, illustrated by Denver Wagner. This is the cat. The cat is fat. He sat on the mat. He wore a hat. This is the rat. The rat saw the fat cat on the mat. "Drat," said the rat, "I better scat." But before he did, he took the hat from the cat that sat on the mat. What do you think of that?
Time for Bed, written by Christine Sawinski, illustrated by Alexandra Artigas. It is time for bed. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I put on my pajamas. I read my book with Mom. I kiss Dad. I turn out the light. I jump into bed. I close my eyes. Good night.
At the Circus, written by Christian Cole, illustrated by Philip Oliveira. What happens at the circus? Clowns do funny things. Lions roar. The cannon fires. People walk on wires and swing through the air. Elephants twirl. Horses jump. So many fun things happen at the circus.
At the Zoo, written by Olivia Gray, illustrated by Samar Das and Niraj Neogi. Let's go to the zoo. I see a lion. The lion says, "Roar." I see a monkey. The monkey swings in the tree. I see a gorilla. The gorilla is very big. I see a tiger. The tiger has sharp teeth. I see a giraffe. The giraffe has a long neck. I see a polar bear. The polar bear likes to eat fish. I see a penguin. The penguin likes to swim. I see an elephant. The elephant has white tusks. I have so much fun at the zoo.
I Wanna Iguana, written by Olivia Gray, illustrated by James Claridadis. I wanna iguana. I really do. I wanna iguana. It's true. It's true. I want a iguana to play with me in the bath. I want a iguana to help me with my math. I want a iguana that can dance and sing. I want a iguana with a tail like a spring. I want a iguana to hold and to squeeze. I want a iguana with eyelashes to tease. I want a iguana that does magic tricks. I want a iguana with tap shoes and a stick. I want a iguana that's pink and green polka dotted. I want a iguana that's blue and purple spotted. I want a iguana. I really do. Don't you want an iguana too?
Luke and Lexi Find a Friend. Written by Jessica Ann Morris. Illustrated by Santosh Neogi and Neeraj Maurya.
Wake up, Luke.
Wake up, Lexi.
It is time to play. Look, it is someone new.
I am Lou.
Hello, Lou.
Luke, Lexi, and Lou play. They crawl in the grass. They climb trees. Luke and Lexi have a new friend. They are happy. Luke and Lexi Ladybug. Written by Jessica Ann Morris. Illustrated by Santosh Neogi and Neeraj Maurya. This is Lexi. Lexi is a ladybug. She lives in a tree. She sleeps on a leaf. She flies in the sky. This is Luke. Luke is a ladybug. He lives in a bush. He sleeps on a rock. He flies in the sky. Lexi and Luke play together every day. Lexi and Luke are ladybug friends.
Sad Panda. Written by Joanna Robinson. Illustrated by Corey Fields. Po was a sad panda. He wanted a friend. Po climbed down his tree. He sat on the ground. He yawned. Now Po was sad and tired. I wish I had a friend to nap with, he said. Po ate some bamboo. Po burped. Now Po was sad and full. I wish I had a friend to eat with, he said. Po took a drink from the river. Slurp! The water was cold. Po looked into the water. He looked again. Then he looked a third time. Instead of one panda, Po saw two. The other panda smiled. Po smiled too. Po had a new friend. Now Po is a very happy panda.
Jump Down Jemmy Boy. Written by Christine Sawinski. Illustrated by Tai Yu Hong. In the islands where the sun plays hide and seek with all the palms, and the monkeys beat the bongos, and the flying fish all hum. Everybody jumps and twirls, their arms all reach up high. The sand is glowing greenish pink, bright shadows light the sky. Our jammies bright with colour, we start to feel the beat. Little ones are dancing tiptoe, leaping up on sandy feet. The parrots play with sea turtles as they swim up to the shore. Feet are bouncing left and right, the crowd calls out for more. The clamshells are a-clapping, flamingos play their knees, pelicans are spitting coloured water in the trees. We all get in our places, the dolphins start the song. Jump down, Jemmy boy, they sing, you can hardly get it wrong. The night time is the right time for all the kids to dance. The moon glows and the starfish sparkle on nightgowns and jammy pants. But now the dancing slows a bit. The rhythm starts to shift. The clamshells start their nighttime digging. Dozing pelicans start to drift. The monkeys put their bongos up. The dolphins slow their play. Flamingos stand up on one foot. That is how they like to stay. The breeze is like a blanket. Starfish twinkle in the night. Jump down, Jammy boy, is over. And the waves whisper, sleep tight.
Where is Ben? Written by Samantha Hoffman. Illustrated by Alice Park. Ben is a polar bear. Ben is white. The snow is white. Polar bears are white. Everything is white. Where is Ben? Mom cannot find him. He looks like all the other bears. Mom has an idea. Mom knits a scarf. She knits all night long. Ben wakes up. Mom wraps the scarf around his neck. Now Mom can see Ben. She can find Ben even when he plays with his friends. Where is Ben? Ben's friends like Ben's scarf. Now all the bears have scarves. Where is Ben? Bye-bye, Ben.
Halloween Kittens. Written by Gail Hedrick. Illustrated by Noel Peralta. Little bitty kittens go peeking all around. They see ghosts and goblins parading through town. Little bitty kittens go peeking all around. They watch bats fly past, zooming up and down. Little bitty kittens go peeking all around. They hear Old Owl hooting. What a funny sound! Little bitty kittens go peeking all around. They catch the autumn leaves that tumble to the ground. Little bitty kittens go peeking all around. They see Scarecrow smile as he tips his hat of brown. Little bitty kittens go peeking all around.
And when their play is over, they snuggle up, safe and sound.
Phil's Big Day. Written by Julie Ann White. Illustrated by John Williams. Today is Groundhog Day. A crowd gathers near Phil's underground home. Phil, 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 the crowd chants. Phil Jr. lives in the burrow with his grandpa, Phil Sr. They are groundhogs. Grandpa puts on a top hat. He peeks outside. Everyone is waiting for him. "It's time," says Grandpa. Grandpa walks outside. He tips his hat to the crowd. They cheer. "He didn't see his shadow," a man yells. "Hooray! Spring will come early." Grandpa takes a bow. He goes back to the burrow. Phil Jr. frowns. He is confused. "How does a shadow predict the weather?" he asks. Grandpa smiles. "I will show you," he says. Grandpa takes Phil Jr. deep into the burrow. He shows Phil Jr. a secret room. The letters on the door spell Phil. "What is this place?" asks Phil Jr. Grandpa opens the door. Inside, flat-screen TVs hang on the walls. They show maps of the Earth. Other groundhogs work at computers. "Holy cow!" yells Phil Jr. "This is so cool!" Grandpa pats Phil Jr. on the back. "Welcome to Phil." "I thought you were Phil," says Phil Jr. Grandpa laughs. "Phil stands for the Forecasting Information League. We use science to predict the weather. We can't speak human, so we use our shadows to tell people when spring is coming," says Grandpa. "Cool," says Phil Jr. "Can I work at Phil too?" "I don't see why not," Grandpa says. "You are 2 years old, after all." A year goes by. It is Groundhog Day again. Phil Jr. checks the weather on the computers and TVs. Grandpa hands Phil Jr. the top hat. Phil Jr. puts it on. Phil Jr. looks out the burrow hole. Outside, the crowd is waiting. They cheer, "Phil! Phil! Phil!" Phil Jr. steps outside. He checks the sky. It is bright and sunny. "Phil sees his shadow," a woman yells. "That means a longer winter," the crowd cheers. Phil Jr. smiles. He is very proud.
Totally Awesome Dinosaurs. Written by Jen Veldhuizen. Illustrated by Mauro Rogers. All the dinosaur kids went to Dino Elementary School. They were best friends. They had fun every day on the playground. One day, a new student came to school. His name was Cody. He had big wings. He looked different. "Hi, I'm a pteranodon," Cody said. "I am a reptile. I am not a dinosaur." They all stared at Cody. "He does look different," they said. Cody looked at all of the other dinosaurs. Cody said, "We all look different." Triceratops had 2 big horns and 1 small horn. His mouth looked like a beak. He was a plant eater. Tyrannosaurus Rex had long, sharp teeth. His front arms were really small. He liked to eat only meat. Stegosaurus had spines on her tail. She had large plates on her back. She loved to eat plants, just like Triceratops. Brachiosaurus was really tall. He ate plants from the tops of trees. His front legs were longer than his back legs. Velociraptor was small and fast. She had sharp claws. Yes, she liked meat. She had feathers on her head and body. I like it that we are different, Cody said. We all look awesome. They all looked at each other. Yes, they all looked totally awesome. Stegosaurus said, "Does anyone want to play tag?" Yippee! They shouted. Cody and the other dinosaurs had a great game of tag on the playground. Pteranodon, Pteranodon, Triceratops, Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Stegosaurus, Stegosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Velociraptor, Velociraptor.
My Llama's Pajamas. Written by Dimitri Jackson. Illustrated by Lovely Kukreja. Tonight, there is a llama at my window. Hello, llama. The llama stares at me. What a funny llama. The llama reaches his head into my bedroom. He opens my dresser drawer. He pulls out my pajamas. Hey, llama! Those are my pajamas! The llama stares at me. He turns around and walks away. What a funny llama! The next night, the llama is back. Hello, llama. The llama stares at me. He is wearing my pajamas. What a funny llama. He reaches his head into my window. He grabs my teddy bear. Hey, llama, that is my bear. The llama stares at me. He turns around and walks away. What a funny llama. The next night, the llama is back. He is wearing my pajamas. He has my teddy bear. And he is in my bed. Hey, llama! That is my bed! The llama stares at me. What a funny llama. In the morning, I go downstairs for breakfast. There is the llama. He is wearing my pajamas, holding my teddy bear, and eating my cereal. Hey, llama! That is my breakfast. The llama stares at me. Now I am mad. Okay, llama. You took my pajamas. You took my teddy bear. You took my bed. Now you are eating my breakfast. You are a bad llama. I do not want to see you again. The llama looks sad. He gets up from the table and slowly walks away. That night, the llama does not come back. He does not come back the next night either. For a whole week he does not come back. I miss that funny llama. Then, one night, the llama comes back to my window. Hello, llama. The llama stares at me. He reaches his head into my window. He gives me back my teddy bear. He is still wearing my pajamas.
Penguin's Big Day. Written by Joanna Robinson. Illustrated by Leonardo Pertuzzati. Penguin lives at the zoo. One day, he sees Canary flying by. "I want to fly too," he says. Penguin flaps his wings. He flaps them faster. "I will never fly," says Penguin sadly. Monkey sees Penguin. She wants to help. "Hop on my shoulders," says Monkey. Penguin does. He is higher than before, but he is not flying. Lion sees Monkey and Penguin. He helps too. Monkey and Penguin climb on his back. Now Penguin is up even higher, but he is still not flying. Panda, seal, and elephant help too. Now Penguin is very high, but he is still not flying. Then Giraffe walks by. "I can help," says Giraffe. The animals hop on Giraffe's back. The Tower of Animals is very tall and very wobbly. Penguin is at the top of the tower. Now he is very, very high. He pokes his head through the clouds. Canary flies by. He sees Penguin peeking above the clouds. He sees the Tower of Animals. Canary lands on Penguin's head. "Flying is easier," he says. Monkey laughs. The friends enjoy the view. Think about it. In the beginning of this story, how does Penguin feel about Canary? In your own words, what lesson does Penguin learn at the end of the story? Have you read Ride, Rabbit, Ride in Farfaria? If so, how is it like this story? How is it different from this story?
The Tortoise and the Hare from Aesop's Fables, retold by Stephanie Olivieri, illustrated by Hannah Kim. Once upon a time, there were two friends, Tortoise and Hare. The two friends were very different. Hare was fast. He loved to run. No one could beat him. Tortoise was slow. He did not run anywhere. He took his time doing everything. One day, Hare said to Tortoise,
"You are so slow." "I am not slow," said Tortoise. "I am careful."
Hare laughed. He teased Tortoise for being slow. Hare made Tortoise mad.
"I bet I could beat you in a race,"
Tortoise said. Hare laughed and laughed.
"Okay, I will race you,"
Hare said. The next day, everyone came to watch Tortoise and Hare race. Hare ran to the starting line. Everyone cheered. Tortoise walked up slowly. Everyone laughed.
"Ready, set, go!"
said the bear. Hare took off in a flash. Tortoise started down the track.
slow and steady. Soon, Hare passed a garden. I am so far ahead, he said. I have time for a bite. So he stopped to eat. Tortoise kept walking slow and steady. After eating, Hare was tired. He looked back. Tortoise was far behind. I have time for a nap, Hare yawned. He lay down under a tree and fell asleep. Tortoise kept walking, slow and steady. Soon, Tortoise passed the garden where Hare had eaten. Then he came to the tree where Hare was sleeping. Tortoise kept walking, slow and steady. Tortoise passed Hare. An hour later, Hare woke up. He looked back for Tortoise. Still nowhere in sight, he laughed. Hare stood up. He stretched his legs. Then he looked toward the finish line. Up ahead, he saw his friend Tortoise. Tortoise was about to cross the finish line. Oh no! Hare cried. Hare ran as fast as he could, but he was too late. Tortoise crossed the finish line. Tortoise won the race! Tortoise patted his friend Hare on the back. Slow and steady wins the race, Tortoise said. Hare smiled. The two friends laughed.
Princess Paige's Ponies. Written by Keisha Senth. Illustrated by Kayla Skog. Paige was a princess. She was a very spoiled princess. She was not nice. Paige had the prettiest ponies. When Paige did not like a pony, her parents bought her a new one. She had lots of ponies. She had a pink pony with pink bows, a yellow pony with blue ribbons. She had a brown pony with a long tail. She had a spotted pony that wore a crown. Paige had a saddle for each day of the week. She had boots in every color. She had a hat to match each pony. Her daddy built a stable for her ponies. Only Paige could go in. Only Paige could play with her ponies. One day, a girl named Polly came by. "Can I ride your pink pony?" Polly asked. "No," said Paige. "I do not share my ponies. My ponies are just for me." Paige played alone with her ponies. She brushed her ponies. She talked to her ponies. She stuck out her tongue at the other girls. Paige was very lonely. Her ponies did not talk to her. Her ponies did not laugh at her jokes. Paige would ride her ponies, but the ponies did not like to ride far. They were spoiled, just like Paige. Paige was sad. The other girls stopped visiting. No one asked Paige to play anymore. Paige began to pout. "Ponies are no fun without friends to share with," she thought. Paige stopped pouting. She had an idea. Paige had a big party. She invited many girls. They brushed the ponies together in the stable. They rode the ponies together in the field. Paige laughed and had lots of fun. Her ponies loved playing with the other girls. Princess Paige learned her lesson. Now, Paige shares her ponies. She has many friends and is happy. Her ponies are happy too.
Otis and Mango's New Friend. Written by Joanna Robinson. Illustrated by Hannah Kim. Otis and Mango skipped to the park. They loved to go to the park. Otis smelled the flowers. Mango saw a butterfly. They sat under their favorite tree. It was a good day. Otis looked up. He saw a spider. It hung by a thread. The spider waved. "Hello," said the spider. Otis and Mango watched the spider. It climbed up. It swung down. It crawled from side to side. The spider was spinning a web. Otis and Mango were excited. They watched the busy spider. Soon the spider stopped. "All done," said the spider. The web sparkled in the sun. Otis and Mango clapped. Hooray! Otis and Mango were happy. What a great day at the park.